Yeah, exactly.
You said in one of your interviews, I think it was Brian Rolls, London Real, that you used to meditate a lot, but you stopped because you found something better.
Yeah.
But you didn't say what this something better was.
Scientology.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've been studying Scientology for 15 years. I was meditating. I was seeing a therapist and meditating. The therapist suggested I go on lithium, like a Prozac-like lithium, or vice versa. And I was doing some counseling. They wanted to put me on drugs and the girlfriend on drugs. And I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Just in case.
Yeah. She needed an upper and I needed a downer. And the truth is we were just wrong for each other. But so I called a friend of mine. I'm like, hey, do you still do that Scientology thing? And they're like, yeah, I do. I said, good. Can you give me an introduction? Went down to the Church of Scientology in San Diego, California. I said, hey, do I need to do drugs? No, we don't want you doing drugs. I'm like, that's good. I don't want to do drugs. Drugs have never been good for me. They never indicated to me to be a good thing. Taking something like people are like, hey man, what kind of juice you on, man? You building up dude, I work out 7 days a week. Like you're gonna add mass if you work out and get a good diet. And that's not to say some people don't need some kind of supplements, by the way. Like when you get a certain age, you can't build muscle, et cetera. But I didn't want to do drugs. I didn't want to put something in me to change my thinking. So I went in to the church. I started a program. I sat down with them. They asked me some questions. I said, this is what I'm having a problem with over and over and over again. I don't want to be on drugs. I'm having a relationship problem. I'm having a fear problem. No matter how much I get, I still like doubt myself. No matter how much success I have, I'm still in doubt. I'm insecure sometimes. Even though I'm in front of hundreds of people, sometimes thousands of people, I'm insecure. I know I can do better. I'm also dissatisfied with myself. They're like, yeah, okay, what else? I'm like, what else? They built a whole program for me. The program was laid out to be delivered over like 12 hours long, which was like 3 or 4 days of just some study, some material, and then a thing called auditing. And the thing blew me away. It was like mind blown. Never meditated since.
It is like
I
this
sleep
place
whenever I want, no matter how much is going on, no matter how many. Like you've seen me do 7 or 8 interviews here today. I'm gonna get on a plane, fly to Tokyo tonight. I'm going to new places. I'm not in front of hundreds of people anymore. Now I'm in front of 35,000 at a time. I don't get stressed. I got a good marriage. All the stuff you read in the tabloids is garbage about it. It's been nothing but unbelievably useful for me.
I don't read them either way, so.
Huh? Oh yeah, the tabloids, yeah.
Who reads that? So how can someone get the benefits from what you got from Scientology without actually needing to go there?
You wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
You wouldn't. I mean, you got to
do it.
Yeah, it's not something you're going to read about. Like you're not going to read about it and benefit from it. It's something that happens. You do something.
You do it with them.
Because you do it with a person actually creates a program specific to you. Mm-hmm. Everybody's got a different issue.
Yeah, got it.
So there's, I don't know what you would do. I just know what I did, and then what problems I'm having, I'm trying to solve. So I've been going there. I've been practicing, either doing courses or practicing some of the technology he created now for 15 years. I mean, if you track my success with me going in there, it's like identical tracks. Mm-hmm. Before I did this, I was like much more introverted than I am today. I was less courageous. I wasn't thinking big. Like, how big can a person think? One of the things they do there, how big can you think? And more importantly, can you execute then? Because a lot of people can think big and can't execute. Like, I used to not be able to execute on things. I had a lot of ideas, couldn't execute. Now, man, I am an executor. Like,
is it all mindset, or do you use some strategies?
It's removing stuff. It's removing stuff.
Barriers.
That it's removing barriers and considerations and ideas and data that you're trying to calculate with that's no longer good for you. It was survival for you at one time. It helped at one time. Maybe being single was good for you at one time, but now it's not. Or maybe being married was, you had to have somebody in your life, or you had to have people, and now maybe that's not what you need. But so it's removing things in your life that not that they tell you need to remove, but that you discover on your own. Oh, wow. I never wanted to be the 0.1%. I made a decision to be an everyday person. I wanted everybody to like me. I didn't want to be an elitist. I didn't want to be wealthy. I don't want to be royalty. But you made some decision that was non-survival, and they get rid of that. They help you get rid of that. And then you're like, oh, now I can be the royalty I deserve to be.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Nice. What do you think stops most people from achieving what they're actually capable of?
This.
Mindset.
Yeah.
Thinking big.
Their friends, surroundings, ideas, your beliefs.
How do you deal with that?
You got to examine. You got to examine, what do you believe in? You know, that's what I was trying to accomplish when I was meditating, but it never, like, you got to get rid of something. Remember what I said earlier? What advice would you give a 25-year-old? What do you need to get rid of? First thing I said, what do you got to get rid of? Friends, people, surroundings, environment. What are you doing that you don't need to do? And what agreements have you made? I just want, maybe one of your goals is just to be happy. Well, listen to it. I just want to be happy. And you just excluded all the treasures of the universe. Yeah. And a lot of people don't even know they're doing this. Like, they don't even know what's below their awareness. They don't even know what's trapping them. Now, I knew that when I was 45 years old. I knew something was wrong. I just didn't know what it was, and I was interested, man. It's not like I hadn't looked. I had been looking for 20 years. For 20 years, I've been looking. I couldn't see it. So I needed help. I needed help figuring out, okay, what's going on in my head, my mind, that is keeping me from doing the best things, from choosing the best people, from finding great deals, from even when I found great deals, I'd find a great deal and then I wouldn't do anything with it. So that's where those guys helped me a lot. I couldn't figure it out on my own.
Right. How do you go about setting huge goals? I mean, many people set huge goals. Sometimes they set unrealistic goals, but what you said in one of your interviews that resonated with me is that it's really hard to set a goal that is so high that is actually not achievable for you.
Yeah, well, it's hard to set one and stay with it. It's easy to say, I'm going to the moon. It's hard to set it again tomorrow. And while you're experiencing just dealing with this planet, paying the bills, going to Whole Foods, and then tomorrow I got to write down, I'm going to the moon. And you're like, I had trouble getting to to Whole Foods today. So it's not hard to set a goal. It's hard to reset it and reset it and reset it again. So that's why I write my goals down every day, right? Because I'm not trying to figure out how to get there. I'm just trying to reset it. Hey, I'm going here. Like when I said, hey, I'm going to meet 7 billion people on planet Earth. I mean, it's impossible for me to meet 7 billion people.
Maybe it's not.
I don't know. Based on the way I think right now, it's impossible. But I just keep putting it there every day. 7 billion people, 7 billion people. So I'm going to Tokyo tonight. So you can't meet people in Japan if you don't go to Japan. Like, not everybody's on Instagram Live, right? So now I'm going to Tokyo. I don't know what that's going to open up. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe there's a piece of technology there that, I don't know. I just got to keep putting the goal there. People can set goals. They don't keep putting them there.
Do you reverse engineer? Once you have a goal, you're like, what's the next best move, or you just go with the flow?
No, I'm just like putting it there over and over. Okay, and the ones that don't matter will fall off. Mm-hmm. So if they're important enough, you'll figure them out.
You said once that trying not to do great thing hurts you.
Uh-huh.
Do you think everyone is made to do great things?
Yeah, I think people, everybody has the potential to do something fantastic. Everybody has the ability to yeah, I think I'm thinking about that homeless guy down the street corner. Could he do something great? Not today, he can't. He can't do anything great today. You can't do anything great if you're on drugs. Mm-hmm. You can't do anything great if you're just worried about your shopping cart. You can't do anything great if all you're worried about is 2121 Beverly Glen Drive either. So that's just another form of, that just makes homeless look good, right? Like it's just middle class homeless. He's got his little shopping cart, and you have your little house, and your 2 cars, right? But it's the same pathetic minimization of the individual's potential to like do great things. Mm-hmm. So when I see a guy like Elon Musk, I'm like, wow, dude, what's going on in this cat's head?
That's what I want to know as well.
Every time I mention his name, everybody else is like, yeah, what? Like a living. This is living right now, like Jeff Bezos. What was this dude thinking on the computer, man? Little dude on the computer thinking about selling books online. What was he thinking, man? And what were we thinking?
Wasting time.
Yeah. So and this isn't new, man. Like exceptional people have been on this planet a lot.
I read your book yesterday, the whole thing, the 10X Rule.
Yeah.
Amazing book. Everyone must read it. And you talk a lot about 10Xing everything in your life. And many people that don't know you very well think that you're the money guy. But I think you take a very holistic approach to life from everything that I've read about you and everything that I watched. And you're about 10Xing everything: relationship, health, mission, finance, everything. And that's amazing. That's what many people, I think, don't realize. But if I were to ask Grant Cardone to 10X what he's doing right now, and your mission that you have right now and the goals that you have right now, and 10X everything in the next 24 months, do you think it's possible? And what would you do differently?
No, I mean, I couldn't 10X the real estate. I couldn't go to 60,000 units in 24 months. I couldn't process the deals. Well, now that you said that, I mean, but what if I could, right? So then you start playing the game. Oh, okay. Well, I have to buy a company. I wouldn't buy 200, 300 unit complexes. I would go buy a company that has 54,000 units. So I could do it in 24 months.
Or you can merge. You can get a partner.
I'd get a merge.
Do you want to do that?
I love that.
Yeah?
I love that. You just helped me.
Do it.
So rather than adding 200 purchases, I could go say, let me go make one purchase, find who owns 54,000 apartments in America, add my 6 to it. Boom, I'm 60,000. You got me all jacked up now, okay? So how do I 10X my health from here? I mean, I don't know if I can 10X my health from here. I need to do some research.
That'll be tough, yeah. Huh? That'll be tough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in good shape right now. So 10X, kind of hard.
You can do it with your relationship.
But what if I could get 10 of my buddies to be in this good a shape?
That would be nice.
See, it's not just about like you get who I am. Like a lot of people don't get who I am because I'm brash and I'm bodacious and I probably just say things wrong. And I don't really think through how I'm going to say something. I just say it and then let the chips fall where they fall. But I want the people around me doing well.